name is Kiara Ventura. I'm here reporting for ArtsyWindow and the Experience magazine. Right now we are at the Bronx Art Space with the wonderful Shavonne Taisha.
There you go.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
We're here with the beautiful Shavonne Taisha.
Yes, there you go.
Yes. And I have a bunch of questions for you, and we're actually preparing for the feminist issue of the Experience magazine. So that's going to be the topic we're going to be talking about today. So please introduce yourself.
I'm not ready.
Oh, you are ready. You are ready. Please introduce yourself and what do you do?
Oh, wow. I always get asked what I do, and it's always like, I'm always like, well, I do a lot of different things. I don't think I ever like stick to, not to say stick to one thing, but I do so much. So I run Melanin NYC, which is a online publication and community organization focused on women of color throughout New York City and globally. So we just do a lot of like write-ups on mental health, lifestyle, music, and arts, because that's a major part of our spirituality and our culture. And so I think, I would say we film artists all throughout New York City. I've done public speaking on domestic violence panels, career days at school, charity, a lot of other stuff, exciting. But I'm a writer, so that's fun. That's always fun for me.
You are the boss of your own collective and publication and organization.
Yeah.
So how does that feel, and what do you love most about what you're doing?
What I love most is just like meeting people and connecting with them, because initially when I first started, I didn't really know anyone, and I purposely didn't want to know anyone. But now I'm just more open to just the communication, more open to building with other women, more open to hearing their stories and adding their stories to our palette.
Okay, so I want to ask you this question, but only if you're comfortable answering it. So you spoke about how you talk about domestic violence.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
So I was wondering, did you ever experience domestic violence? And if you want to say that story, but I don't know if you want to go there, it's only if you're comfortable. But
I'm always comfortable. I don't think there's anything that I've experienced that people are not aware of or that I haven't shared. Domestic violence-wise, I dated someone who was very violent. Not towards me, but towards other women, and had a history of violence. And like I've been in situations with like just people hitting everything but me in a room, or just having that fear that you don't know what the outcome is going to be. And it's very much a question of, do I leave, do I stay? What does that necessarily mean if I do either? So I feel like during those times, they were very dark, and I think those are that was when I had a lot of pauses in my creation, because I started Melanin NYC, and I would pause. I would be like, okay, I can't, because I'm like completely, like I can't even function right now because of the stuff that's going on. And I'm hopeful that whomever they're with next is strong enough to not necessarily strong enough to leave or strong enough to stay, but just has ownership of herself and self-knowledge enough to make a decision that's best for her.
So this is just like connecting to a whole lot of things that I've been through this week.
No, for sure. I feel like that's been my encounter
all week.
Everybody
feminism and like the black female experience has been like a theme for me this week, especially here in the Bronx Art Space. So actually the People Power movement, they came here on Wednesday.
Okay.
And they talked about a work by Sarah E. Wright, and they led this workshop. They started the workshop, and the first question we got when we sat down was, how do you survive as a black woman? And when they asked that, I was just
I don't even know what the answers could have been.
So many feels.
Right.
Like, everyone had so many feels. It was a very important and emotional conversation. And one of the things that you touched upon was, and that we discussed also, was that it's kind of like a standard of a black woman of color, to help and put her hands in every basket for everyone else but herself. And I like what you said, because I took that as like a reminder saying you have control of your life.
100%.
And
I didn't believe that until this week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had a crazy week. I think I started the week just being heavy and in tears. And the person that I was speaking to on Wednesday told me, they were like, you have complete and utter control of your happiness. And I was so angry at that comment, because I was like, well, you made me unhappy, you pissed me off. And they were like, you have complete and utter control of your own happiness. And I was just like, really? I'm so done. I'm so angry with you for even saying that. And then when I woke up Thursday, I was like, I have complete and utter control of my happiness. So how I choose to wake up, how I choose to celebrate myself, how I choose to start my day, how I choose to interact is under my complete control, and no one else but myself has control. So I think that's what it's just really just about, like, surviving as a Black woman or surviving as a woman, period. It's just about identifying who you are and what your role is. And once you understand your role completely, nothing, because we are the most powerful beings, period. All of our all of who we are and everything that we accept is just that acceptance of. So I think that's the most important part of survival.
So good.
You're receiving it?
I'm receiving it.
I put up earlier this week, I was like, people will tell you the advice that they need for themselves. So that's the advice that I needed for myself.
Mm-hmm. And it's like really good to like speak it out as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I feel like these are things like that we constantly like think about, like on the train and all this stuff. And
yeah,
it's just like nice to just like communicate that. And that's what we're doing right now.
Right,
We're
just
gonna put
vibing.
this energy out on the internet.
Just vibing out.
And people are gonna feel these vibes.
It's just pure love. It's just pure knowledge and awareness. That's all.
All right. Thank you.
No, thank
so
you.
Much. That was so great. And this is for ArtsyWindow and the ExperienceMag Women's Issue. A beautiful show.